Hello, I'm Dr. Rich Brown. If you saw my last video, you learned that there's little to no scientific data on effectiveness behind most conventional workplace wellness programs. And you heard how certain casual observations on program effectiveness can be misleading. In this video, I'll discuss how most wellness programs don't focus on the behavioral issues that would generate the highest ROI, and I'll start to describe a new kind of program that does. As you know, most wellness programs focus on diet, exercise, and weight loss because we have a growing and expensive epidemic of obesity. Unfortunately, our best weight loss programs generate on average only 10 to 20 pounds of sustained weight loss and only small reductions in cardiovascular risks. Experts have concluded that these programs just don't generate any return on investment. So, if you're just interested in improving employee health, by all means offer these programs. But if you're looking to improve employee health and generate return on investment, you've got to put some eggs in other baskets. Those other baskets are binge drinking, depression, and smoking. One reason this makes sense is that smoking, binge drinking, drug use, and depression generate huge costs, about $688 billion a year, over 3 times as much as obesity. Employees who binge drink generate double the healthcare costs and incur triple the workplace injuries as other employees. And every employee who is depressed or who smokes costs employers more than $3,000 a year in excess healthcare costs and lost productivity. The good news is that BSI is effective for these behavioral issues. According to the National Business Group on Health, alcohol screening and intervention decreases binge drinking by 20%, emergency room visits by 20%, and hospitalizations by 37%. For every binge drinker who gets BSI, you save over $500 in healthcare costs and $1,200 in lost productivity in the first year. And nationally, more than 1 in 6 adults are binge drinkers. In healthcare settings, 1/3 to 1/2 of depressed patients go undiagnosed. BSI for depression identifies nearly all depressed individuals. And the additional support services for depression delivered with BSI nearly double complete remission 1 year later. In typical general healthcare settings, about 6% of smokers quit soon after a visit. With BSI, that quit rate increases to 28%. With a substantial improvement in outcomes for behavioral risks and disorders that are so common and costly, it shouldn't be surprising that BSI generates substantial cost savings. To calculate the savings you can expect from BSI, we first found research on the savings from BSI from lower healthcare costs, absences, and workplace injuries, and higher productivity for each binge drinker who gets screened, each depressed employee who gets screened, and each employee who quits smoking. Then we multiplied those savings times the number of binge drinkers and depressed individuals in an average group of 100 employees and the number of additional smokers BSI would help quit. The bottom line is $775 of savings in the first year for each employee screened, and even higher in my home state of Wisconsin because we have higher rates of binge drinking. And there are additional savings over the next several years for BSI that's delivered during the first year. So, if you're looking for a workplace wellness service that will improve health and generate ROI, BSI for binge drinking, depression, and tobacco is your best bet. And BSI can focus on diet, exercise, weight loss, and drug use too, even though ROI might be lacking. Thanks for watching this video on how BSI generates cost savings. I hope you'll watch the next one on how Wellsys can bring BSI to your workplace.